Welcome to 70 times 7, the platform where the dynamics of forgiveness is explored. Jean-Pierre, what you have been through and to see you as you are today is truly a miracle. Please tell us a little more about what happened.
Thank you, Pastor Paul. You already mentioned about the traumatic experience about my family. It wasn't easy. It was very tough for us. How we traveled from place to place, as you mentioned, it was a traumatic experience. And
were you sick in any of these journeys? Were you sick physically while traveling?
When I was traveling, I traveled I crossed many countries because that consequences of that genocide. When I traveled, I could see how painful the travel was. I traveled. I was even walk a big distance from one place to another place.
You traveled with your kids?
My kids were also traveling, were also working, especially for my firstborn. He was about 4 years that time. He used to work. And my smallborn, I used to carry him because the mother was trying to carry a small bag, and because all were stolen, all my clothes were stolen.
Which country was this when you?
It was Mozambique, the Mozambique border. So it was a very traumatic journey. And after that, we end up, because of God's miracles, the money was less. When the money now was finished, we used to work. We used to now starting asking lift to people.
Where do you sleep at night?
At night, we're sleeping outside in a bush.
Oh.
We're sleeping in a bush. Luckily, God really helped us. We didn't, even the animals, we could even see the animals walking around us. But what we did, my wife and I, only what we to do is to pray. She used to ask me to pray, and also I say, please, my beloved, don't forget to pray. Pray God gonna do something. You see, if a wife is traveling, she has a problem, she was pregnant. Sometimes she was very discouraged. Sometimes she couldn't even think about the situation. But I thank God, that time myself, I was strong, faith.
How did you sustain with your food, with the kid that you have to feed them?
Because we had not money, we have not money, we have nothing about money. What we used to do is to ask people when they are traveling. We used to ask them to give us food when they are traveling, to give us some sweet potatoes to eat. We used even to eat the sweet potatoes as it is. But what I realized that God is everywhere. God was with us. And also, it was a miracle to see how God can also use people, different color, different even cultures. When they saw us, they used even to accept us, to show us, to give us shelter. And also they gave us what to eat. And if you see the miracle of God, they also used to take us freely with their buses. I remember one guy, I showed him the situation. I told him what is happening. I told him that my wife she's very tired. I asked the guy, the bus owner, I said, please, I don't have money, but I'm still traveling. Please help us. I used to show him the small children, my small baby, and also my firstborn. And he, because of God's miracles, he accepted. He felt sorry for us, and he gave us the lift. And if I compare the journey, how the travel, the distance from one place to another place. It was a long journey. We could even pay a lot of money. But he took us freely.
So you feel the Lord is guiding you every step of the way.
Yes, of course. I saw that God was with us, even if it was painful. They used even to take us, people, because we couldn't even communicate with them. But what they do, they used even to take us just to put us in a prison because we couldn't speak their language. They couldn't even understand us. But God has been with us. I can say that God is God of mercy.
Jean-Pierre, tell us, what exactly happened to your wife and her family? Your wife's family, just before you could leave Rwanda.
As you mentioned about traumatic experience, my wife got a problem mentally. She couldn't accept or continue to stay in a place where he could see the place, could remember the place where they killed the people. He could see the places where they killed people, they even burnt houses.
So she saw from her own eyes, people have been cut and killed.
Exactly. Now she made a decision to say, okay, my dear husband, the moment now, please, I know you are a servant of God. You are in school already. You are studying.
You were studying at that time?
That time I was studying.
What were you studying?
I was studying theology in our country, in our university. I did 2 years in my studies.
So if you had completed your studies, you would have been working as a pastor right now?
Yes. And she told me, my wife told me, okay, my dear husband, I know you are a servant of God. You are planning to serve God. But if I can feel myself, I hope God will continue to be with us. Wherever we go, I know God will be with us. We rather go maybe a little bit far away from my country and to see if we can, people maybe you're gonna meet our brothers in Christ and we're gonna carry on your ministry or your studies, and you're going to serve God wherever we will be. But the big problem now, I can't manage to stay here because mentally I've been abused. I need to have a rest of my brain.
Yeah. No, thank you, Jean-Pierre. When we get back, we'll ask the question, did he forgive them? And we'll also ask him why. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.